Hello everyone, and welcome to another Minecraft speedrun. Now, this one is different than all the other speedruns I've done before, because this one involves glitches. I'm gonna apologize in advance. The recording software I use, OBS, I guess it doesn't really like it when I open up games. It just lags a ton. So every time I open up a new world, you'll see in a second, it just lags a ton. So, yeah. In the top left corner is my real time, so that's the time that I use to time it in real time. It's called the RTA, the real time average. But the timer on the right times the in-game time, which is on my screen. It's in the bottom right so that I can actually see it because it doesn't go over the Minecraft. But it is what actually is timing this run. It's what the actual time they use, because as you can see, I do a lot of logging out here. Now what I'm doing here is I'm duplicating items. So how this glitch works is I throw out whatever items I want to duplicate, log off, or quit off the server, quit off the world so it saves, and then log back onto it, run pick up the stuff, and then I hit Alt F4 to crash my game. And then when I get back into the world, it duplicates my stuff, because I guess it saves the stuff in your inventory and in the world. So when you load back up on the game after a crash, it loads it in your inventory and on the ground. So you duplicate all your items. And that's going to be abused a lot in this run. And as you can see, it's been about a minute and a half, but the in-game time is like 25 seconds. So that's what we're actually counting. So what I'm doing here, I run to the blacksmith chest, and I get all the stuff in the chest, put on the iron chestplate, and start duplicating everything else. And as you can see, we're in a village, which is really nice. So this might have been my last dupe, I don't remember, but I get this, yeah, and I craft some stuff. I craft a golden pickaxe and a golden shovel. I actually forget to get flint for a while. And I go over and I kill a sheep so that I can get the beds that I use to blow up the ender dragon. And I find a clerk. And a clerk can give you emeralds, which right there, and its second to last trade is an ender eye. So we basically completely skip the nether, except we use it to fast travel in this category. So we just completely skip the nether, and we just travel straight through the nether, and then we go straight into the stronghold through the nether portal. So right now I'm duping my emeralds so that I can have enough, because ender eyes, I believe, cost 7 to like 11 emeralds. Don't quote me on that, but they cost like 7 to 11 emeralds. I guess I didn't see how much emeralds I saw in there. And I need to trade one more time to get to the ender eye trade. So I dupe everything again while I'm waiting, because I need more emeralds to get to the ender eye trade. I'm gonna need more emeralds than that too. So log off. As you can see, really big time difference. That's why we time using in-game time. And yeah, so just log back in, and bam, all my stuff's duped. I go and look at the ender eye trade, but it's 11 emeralds and I only have 6. So I have to dupe the stuff again. I don't want to dupe the apples again, because I already have a butt ton of those. And then I do that. I almost ran to pick everything up. Log off, go there, grab the stuff, Alt F4 to crash my Minecraft, and then I can just hop right back onto it and everything will be duped. I'll be able to buy the ender eye, which I can dupe that, because the ender eye in this seed, you need 12 ender eyes. But that's not a big deal, because you can duplicate all of the ender eyes. So yeah, that's nice. And yeah, so I go here, I buy the ender eye, and then I dupe some more stuff, because I'm gonna need way more than one ender eye. So I do that, save and quit, go back into the world, pick up the stuff, I'm about to duplicate it, So what I need to do next, I'm probably going to duplicate a little bit more, and then I need to find a Fletcher. The Fletcher trades you arrows and a bow, which are necessary for this run, so that I can do the end fight correctly, and I need to find one of those. So I actually get pretty good luck. The first brown villager I see is a Fletcher. So yeah, my game freezes a little bit there on the recording. I actually threw out a bunch of stuff to dupe. And yeah, so just duplicate some stuff. As you can see, the real timer, it's been 5 minutes, but the in-game timer, it's been less than 2. So the time is actually recorded on the in-game timer just to compensate for people's load times and stuff. It's recorded in the in-game timer in everything except for, I guess, Enter the Nether. Except Enter the Nether, recording with the in-game timer helps you know what your time is instead of needing to watch it like frame by frame just to see what time you got. But yeah. And so I'm duplicating more stuff. Duplicated it again because I need at least 12 ender eyes. Well, I need 12 exactly. I end up going overboard. I think I end up getting 64 ender eyes by the time I actually get to the end portal. So yeah, I have 8 ender eyes there. I run off to find a Fletcher, and there's one right there. So this is my first ever run, so I'm a little confused as to what I have to do. So I buy the arrows, and then I duplicate the arrows, the ender eye, and I should have duplicated the emeralds, but I'm really bad at this game, so I didn't actually duplicate the emeralds. And then I go to dupe them, and then when I get back, I think it's just me, but either I'm really bad and completely forgot where my villager was, or the villager ran off, so I wasted a few seconds trying to find the villager again, because I'm not the greatest at this. He was probably to my right, but I just ran around looking for the villager again. So, waste half an hour. Waste an entire half an hour. No, I waste like half a second here to check that villager, but laggy gameplay. And then bam, he's just right there chilling. I thought I would need way more emeralds to get a bow, but no, I don't need that many emeralds to get a bow. So I duped some more stuff. I should have probably duplicated my golden things. But yeah, so duplicate the ender eyes and the arrows. This should be the last ender eye dupe I need, but I end up duping them a lot. So it's gonna be a lot of ender eyes by the end of the run. So, yeah. And then this is where I craft stuff. I think I do one more duplication in this entire run. Don't know if this is the last dupe that I do. I think it is. So I go here, I craft the beds. I should have been duplicating the wool this entire time. And I didn't, so I only get 5 beds, and there's no reason to not have more than 5 beds. So I do that. I make the golden apples, and then I duplicate all of the beds, the golden apples, the eye of enders, the arrows, and I probably should have duplicated the wood and the obsidian. But that's fine. And then I go pick everything up, and then I go back out of the game to duplicate them. So that's pretty much what this entire run depends on. Just the duplication glitch saves so much time compared to the glitchless, which is the category that I did do before this. So yeah, and then I get that. I need to go over here. I grind some flint so I can get a flint and steel, because I need that. And then I take a few moments, because this is my first run. I don't exactly know what building to put my nether portal on. I almost forget to craft full iron armor, which helps me. You probably don't need full iron armor. And then yeah, this is where I run around like, oh, what building do I build my nether portal on? Well, it's the same one that I just crafted right next to it. So I punch that villager out of the way, and then I need to build the portal. I kind of looked at it because I think it's like a block off, but that doesn't really matter. And then I go in, and this is now enter another split. So, yeah, I stepped out to arrange my inventory. But yeah, enter another split. It's in like 4.5 or like 4 minutes. I entered the nether in game time. That's pretty good. Like, I usually enter the nether in Glitchless in 5 or 5.5. And then I get stuck in this soul sand right here. So I end up needing to mine it a bunch to get out. Good thing I have a shovel on my hotbar. And I go up here, and then this is where I fail because this is my first run. So I go here, I jump over the lava. I know I need to go this way, but I don't know exactly where to build the next portal because I haven't really watched that closely yet. So I'm like, here, no, it needs to be like back here or something. And I go to build this portal, and then I go there. I need to build like one more up, so I go there, build that. I'm gonna build across, and I mess up the nether portal. So, bam, I needed to build another portal, and it's still not even in the right spot. So, I build another portal, go in, and I'm expecting like somewhere close to the ravine that I saw other runs in, where you don't spawn inside the stronghold. But I did not see any of that, so I just run around for a few moments looking for stuff, don't see any stuff, so I end up just going around, rolling around at the speed of sound. I realize this is the wrong spot, so I'm gonna, right here, I go into the nether, and then I actually look up the world record to see where to put the nether portal. So yeah, I'll be quiet here so you can hear him talking, but it's not really that important. But it'd be annoying if I overheard him talking, so.
That's useless.
If we overlap talking, sorry. So yeah, I probably already did. So I'm just looking up the video.
Fire, so that's all that matters.
For the world record to watch.
I'm going to travel to the end of the nether. This is another trick that was found by Thunderful.
So I looked at the video and I realized I didn't even run far enough. I was probably not even close to where I needed to be. So I run through there. I have to run over here. I run up here, and then I run past it, but I realize that I run past it because I don't recognize that terrain. I go up here, I look down there, and then I realize over there is probably where I need to build another portal. So I check that right on that block to my right is where I need to start building the nether portal.
Here and stand on the right square of it.
Probably heard him right there. And there's a trick that you probably heard him about. So you go up here, you make it, and then if you stand all the way on the right of this block, you get teleported straight into the stronghold where the end portal is. So, bam, and then I just got my vendors. I have 64 of them. And then it's kind of unfortunate how there's 0 in there, but now I can just hop on in. And now I'm into the end at 6.5 minutes in-game time. But this is not going to be anywhere close to a PB in real time, but this would definitely beat my glitchless time in-game time. So yeah. And then I set up my inventory. I didn't actually set up my inventory, because this is my first run. I don't really know what to put in my inventory. So, I know there's gonna be some person out there that's complaining. But there was other ones that said first run, because obviously it was the first run. I had some technical difficulties, like I tried recording with the in-game timer on live split, but that's only 1.6.4, this is in 1.8, and other stuff, like the Minecraft timer thing on the right I had was for 6.4 and later as well. So, here I do the end fight. There's a bunch of crystals. I just gotta shoot them down. I hit the Ender Dragon earlier with the bed, but beds aren't really a problem. But I heard that if you duplicate stuff in the end, there's a chance that you'll duplicate the Ender Dragon, which isn't good. You only have to kill one of them, but you waste a bunch of beds not knowing which Ender Dragon to hit, so that'd be bad. And so yeah, I just do this end fight. This end fight was actually a lot more comfortable because A, it's in 1.8 and that's the main version I use, and also I had 10 beds instead of like 5 or 7. If I wanted to, I could totally have like 20 beds, but that'd be too much in my inventory. Then again, I have a lot of empty space. But the dragon just flies around a bunch. I actually get some pretty good hits on him, but like the last 3 are horrible. So he's just flying around. Oh yeah, I hit him again. He's on really low. I could get him in another bed hit, but I don't think I do. He's flying down, so I just hit him right there. It work. Probably could have plopped down another bed and try to hit him, but nope. So I'm gonna get the Ender Dragon and just swooping around. I wanna get him. And then he's just kind of flying around a bunch. And then I look like, I don't realize it, but I look like directly into those 2 Endermen. So they start attacking me. And I'm just constantly fighting them away so I don't die, and also looking up so I can see where the Ender Dragon is. If he's attacking me. He's right there, so I try to run away from them. I place down the bed right there, and I don't actually hit him. And then I eat a the dragon's flying at me. I probably could have placed a bed, but I didn't. Luckily for me, the dragon rushes straight away. The Enderman hits me, but the Enderman dies in this fire right here. So yeah, and then time ends like right now. So yeah, that's my first ever run of this category. It's sub 10 in game time. So thanks for watching, and I will see you later.